Well, for flower, what we'll do is end up having a face inside a flower. So I've got flower and I've got flower girl, and I'm going to work on flower girl to begin with. So I'll zoom in to this beautiful creature. There she is, lovely, lovely. And then what I'll do is I'll take the magnetic lasso tool, there it is, click in the magnetic lasso tool, and make sure that add to selection is highlighted in case you want to add, or you can detract later. You'll click. Every time you click, what this lasso does is it follows the lines. It kind of knows what you're probably trying to capture. Wiggle, wiggle. And every time you press, you can see that there's a point there. You're creating the outline that you want. I'll go across her face. I'm using these because they're nice size photos. You try and work with small photos, it's difficult to work with them. You have to end up resizing. You get that blurry pixel thing going. We don't like that. Go to WebShots. I got both of these at webshots.com. And then nice and big at WebShots. There we go. Okay. Right now, this is a background. So I'm going to right click on this and I go layer via copy. And now you can see I've got two layers. I've got my background, the original picture, and then I've got just the selection on top. I'm going to dump the background. Put it away. We no longer need it. Go away. There we are. Click on this. Okay. Move it into shape. I'm going to make it a nice elliptical size. A circle. So there's my elliptical marquee tool. And draw a circle. It could take you a couple of goes to get the right size. I'm going to deselect that. Not quite happy with it. How about over here? I get more of her face. Yeah, there we go. Okay, if I hit the delete key right now, look, she disappears. Undo. So what I want to do is invert the selection so that when I hit the delete key, everything except her face will disappear. Now you can go up to select and then inverse, or you can hit Control Shift I for inverse. I'll do that. Control Shift I. Now when you can see the marching ants around here, so it's going to delete everything except the original selection. Hit the delete key, not backspace, we've got delete, and there it is. Pretty easy. Now, if you take this and throw it into your flower, you end up with a really rough kind of edge. Not rough. It's too sharp. We want it to kind of blur into the flower. So I'm going to go select and feather. Okay. There we go. I will deselect that. Got a bit of a feather blur at the other end. And then I'm going to take the blur tool. See, it's underneath the eraser. There's your blur tool. Click. That's it there. And choose your brush size. You can see I've been in before. Nice and blurry one. And just go round the edges. Make it kind of blurry. I think the instruction sheet says to use the eraser tool, but the eraser will obviously just erase parts. You want a blur rather than the picture to disappear. So there we have her, Sleeping Beauty. Round we go, bit blurry. When you're happy, I'm delighted. That will probably do. Okay, it looks a really big picture. There's my flower. Click, have the two of them ready. Click on the Move tool, and then you just drag and drop. I'm going to get rid of Flower Girl. Bye bye. No. And this happened to be a perfect size. If you want to change it, Control T to transform it. Hold the Shift key to get the ratio perspective maintained, or else you can end up with strange shapes. Enter to embed it. And if you don't like that, make it smaller. I might want to reduce the opacity a bit to get that blurry effect. There we have her. Now the flower is probably too big, so I'm going to crop out a bit. And there she is. I still think she's too big. I'm going to go Control T, hold the Shift key to maintain ratio, enter to embed again, and there she is. This is at 66%, so it actually is that big. But to get an idea of what it looks like, voila. So you save that. There are 3 of these to do.